Victor here, Starfighters. My name is Carlin Jones, and this is a Starfighter full episode review. And today we are continuing Cybergirl. This will be episode 6, season 1. I have already committed to this show, so I'm just gonna finish this show out, no matter, because I'm really liking it so far. So even if it's like, maybe if this episode is for whatever reason like horrible or whatever, I'm already committed to the season. I'm gonna finish it out, no matter if they're like bad episodes ahead, which I know they're not. A fan of my channel, Lazar, already confirmed me. He's like, oh, the season's amazing, each episode's amazing, and there are certain episodes that are going to have, continued storylines, which is good, because out of everything that I really like about Cybergirl, the only thing that is so, I guess I would say that I don't like about it is just that it's not very strong on plot, not at all. Which I can understand that from the age range, or the target age audience that this show is trying to capture. I know a lot of kids might not be able to comprehend certain storylines and different plots, and they got to keep it simple. So I completely understand that. But yeah, not much of an intro for this one. I just really want to get right into it, because I do love Cybergirl, and whenever I do my like full episode reviews, I record them. I record a lot of them like in the same night, and I always start with Cybergirl, because I always want to start off with like on a positive note, like a good note, like something that feels good and that I know is gonna just either make me laugh, make me smile, all that stuff. So always start off with Cybergirl. All right, so we are going to get into this episode. This is season 1, episode 6. These episodes have no names. I've been naming them all on my own, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job, except for that last episode. The last episode, I wanted to name it the I think it was called Transspotter. The Transspotter. That's what it was called. But spelling it, I had the worst time in spelling it, because the show never spells it for you. You try to go on IMDb and try to look up the episode synopsis. It never spells it. And I didn't know if I was spelling Transspotter right. I mean, you could just spell trans and then spotter, but it just looked really weird. So I just named it The Device. Again, simplifying it for a younger audience. So yeah, I've been naming all the episodes. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. This episode is 25 minutes and 3 seconds. They've all roughly been around the later parts of 24 minutes, so it's a good runtime for this type of TV show. Can't imagine this show being like 40-ish minutes long. I don't think that's a good runtime for it. But I can also see this show being like a and we're gonna start the episode as I talk about this. So we're gonna start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, like I was saying, I can't imagine this show as like a 45-minute show, but I can also see it as a 5-minute show. Back in the day, when I used to watch Nickelodeon, there was a TV show called The Adventures of Pete and Pete, and it's such an amazing show. It's in my top 10 shows of all time. And before it was an actual TV show, to test it out to see if people like it, for about a year or so, Nickelodeon aired segments. Like, they would film segments of that show within like a commercial long. So it could be like 30 seconds to a minute long, and they would air it in between different TV shows just to see how people react to it. I can see Cybergirl as that, because it's so fun. It's so easy to know what's going on. No, that wasn't a funny joke. I'm surprised there weren't any cameras in that office when she went to go get that Transspotter. That's such a weird name. Why did they name it that? Transspotter. That's goofy. Maybe you can name it. Well, I mean, I don't know what to name it, but not Transspotter. Yeah. Well, I guess what else would you name it? That is amazing. Oh my god. Is that how people commute to school in Australia? That is crazy. Hey, let's catch the ferry. Let's go across the ocean and get to school. That's so cool. Ooh. I would have added like I broke my back and I got the teacher's attention. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, for real. I don't know why you just didn't sock him in his face. It's the way to handle bullies. They literally just pick on people they think they're afraid of them. Hmm. I like those names. They're beautiful names. Emerald and Sapphire. It's weird that they're twins though. Emerald, Sapphire. Which is music. What some losers. Did they think they were being funny? Sometimes it's like, so I was talking to my friend and she's like, "Oh, I can't handle like watching bullying from like TV shows and movies because she's like she was bullied in her school. Uh so it's obviously something traumatic to her." And I tried to tell her, I was like, "Yeah, I can completely understand that. But honestly, when I watch it, and I've and almost not everyone obviously, but a lot of people, it's actually kind of common to go through bullying and teasing and as an adolescent in school. It's almost kind of like a way of growing up. um but oh god, no, I was like almost forgot what I was gonna say. I was so distracted. These guys took her popcorn. Oh yeah, with bullying. Yeah, I feel like the media, especially television and film, they over exaggerate bullying so much to the point where I just find it hilarious every time I watch it. It's so funny. I wonder why they're running. What are y'all doing? Just back up your car. That was weird. It was as if there was like no sound at all. You got some echoes of cars outside. Well, I guess that makes sense. There's kind of no one there. What? She didn't see her do that though, right? Like she didn't see her use her mind to turn it on and off. Elbow this dude. Boom. What? This is the perfect idea. Let her do something. Well, he should stick up for himself, right? Yo, pick up that ball and just throw it at him. Tell him to fucking square up. Excuse my language. Binary and octal number. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, I hope so. I'll be waiting. Excuse me. Sometimes, every time I see something that triggers me, I like to put myself in the shoes of that character. Be like, I cannot wait. Obviously, he's doing this because of some type of. I think this guy is bullying and using that as a distraction from what's going on outside of his school life. Right? Now, at least that's my mind of thinking it. Whoa. You know, it's like once an episode we get these Cybergirl moments. I hope we get another one. I don't want her to use her Cybergirl moment on this. Because come on, the guy has to stick up for himself. Yeah, yeah, buddy. You're not computing. Yeah, leave his ass. Nope. Nope. No one's coming. Hell yeah. He got what he deserved right there. And watch, he's still not going to learn his lesson until the other dude goes and give him a chin check. It's funny. And then they'll still crack it in that amount of time. The same amount of time. Like 0.1 second. Wow. Yeah. Now look at him. The hell is this band? Like a generic band class? I was in orchestra as a teenager. I didn't really like it. I don't know why. I don't know why I did it. Honestly, I thought they're like, hey, you have to pick one or the other. It's either orchestra, band, or the choir, and I didn't want to do either. None of them. There's a lot I didn't want to do in high school. I don't know why I did it. I did it for like 1 year and I just stopped. I was like, there's no point of doing this. Like I just didn't care. She can't. But technically she can. Well, I bet she can. Calm down. Yo, why is he always overreacting when she's just doing something? Cause she's not. It's honestly not that bad. Then why the fuck did you just tell me that? Fucking dumbass. I'm sure you will. Nah, I'm not this dude out. You know, he looks like an out of shape version from that kid. I think he was like the oldest son from like Home Improvement. That's what he looks like. No, you can't. Clearly, you can't. There are no place in society for bullies. You need to handle that. Not if he gets. No, let me not say that. I like how she's a part of their friend group now. She's very well received, in my opinion, to me as a viewer. Yeah, why would you sign her up for it when she didn't ask for it? She's crazy. She clearly doesn't want to do it. Don't force children, or not children, don't force teenagers to do things they don't want to do. All she has to do is just don't play. All of it would be dropped, so it's not really that serious. Shut up. I'm starting to bet like the dad is only going to be on this series when he has something wise to say. I was listening really closely because I'm like, I'm going to find the title for this episode throughout their conversation. And I might call it Human Dignity. But that would be weird, right? No, no. Yeah, Human Dignity. Yeah, that's what the episode is going to be called. I don't understand why he just won't just go fight him. Just fight him. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, bro. Just fight him. Just don't show up. Or play really bad. That kid in the back row had like the biggest the biggest ears I've ever seen. I love her little dreadlocks. I actually really like that. Just say you don't want to do it. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're pieces of shit too. Yeah. 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 Well, that's not true. Those two twins went up there and did it too. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. He went a little far with that one, but yeah, I appreciate you for your words. Bullying has no place in this society, in any society. Yeah, I'm clapping. I'm clapping too. You know who that teacher looks like? He looks like the guy who played Dr. Connors in Spider-Man 2. These things just randomly pop in my head. I can put faces to characters. I'm sure they are. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that was a bit of an organic kind of start to a brand new antagonist that has entered the show, which is that rich guy. Because now Cybergirl doesn't only need to worry about the other two cyborgs that are after her, but now this guy. Interesting. Interesting. A good episode. I think these episodes are, or at least these last two episodes, have been a bit of a stalemate. There's nothing that's been great about them. They're just cool episodes. Okay, cool. You know, it's one of those like throwaway episodes, which is totally cool. Once again, it's fine. All right, that is the episode. I'm gonna stop it here. So yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm looking at the comments of this on this YouTube video, and this Lazar, Lazar125. I admit it. The part where Jackson gets up, defends Cy/Ashley, and had that speech was pretty well done. I thought it was cool until he was like, "I am declaring this a bully-free zone." Now he was sounding like George Washington or something, but yeah, it was all cool. It was awesome. It was awesome to see. All cool. Oh, let me take a screenshot real quick. I know exactly where I'm gonna go. I want her in her blue hair. I want her in her cyborg outfit for my little thumbnail for the episode. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the episode. I thought it was cool. I thought this is a very common episode for a lot of TV shows for kids and teenagers about bullying and and whatnot. I kind of thought the episode was gonna lean a little bit more towards like, I hope I'm saying this right. I thought it was gonna lean a little bit more towards an omniscient point of view of the story, which means, I hope I'm saying this right, and please correct me if I'm not, but omniscient point of view, which means the story of the episode, whatever it's about, is being told through the eyes of two or more characters. So I thought it was going to be through the eyes of Jackson, kind of like Jackson, Cybergirl, and the other girl, I forgot her name. Kind of like witnessing Jackson being bullied. And then also tell the point of the story where we also get to see the bully and we get to see what his home life is like and maybe why he is bullying someone. Maybe he's being abused at home. Maybe he's being neglected at home. Maybe he's, it can be a lot of different reasons why kids decide to bully other kids, or why just people in general just bully other people and they're mean to them. So I thought it was going to lean a little bit more towards that, but 25 minutes and 3 seconds of runtime. I guess it didn't really have that much time to do it unless it would have started with that. Like immediately the first thing we see is maybe the bully at home going through something and then him going home. And then it cuts to Cybergirl, Jackson, and the other friend. I really need to learn her name. And then it shows that whole interaction where we saw in the beginning of the episode of him starting to bully Jackson. So I thought I could have went that route with it. I thought that probably would have been a little bit better, a little bit more relatable. But this is fine too. It's cool. The only problem for me personally is just, we see this guy being a bully, but all bullies are wired, or not necessarily wired, but they all have a consciousness and a subconsciousness on why they're doing that bullying. And some of them are just not really aware, or some of them are doing it subconsciously, knowing that they have other shit going on in their lives, and it's the reason why they're doing it. So that's just my take from this episode. But again, this is Cybergirl. I don't think it's supposed to be that deep. It's not supposed to give you so much character development in terms of like what Jackson went through and the bully went through, and then maybe the bully maybe being an ally for Cybergirl and all that stuff. I don't think it's. I feel like this show is totally not intended to be that deep, which is fine. It's totally fine, because I still like the show. This episode, I would still rate it like a 7.4, 7.5, maybe a 7.2, maybe. Not a bad episode at all, but I probably won't go back and rewatch this episode. If I'm going to rewatch this series like a year or a few years from now, I would probably skip this episode. But once again, not a bad episode at all. So yeah, that is the full episode review. That was Cybergirl Season 1, Episode 6. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the episode, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, victory or death, Starfighters.